Hey guys, welcome in. It's a MonkieMar. Before we get into this video, please make sure you click the like, the subscribe, and the bell for notifications. Hey guys, welcome in. Today is day 4 that Kiely Rodni has been missing, and there are a few things that have come out that are some new. I don't know. This is just not rubbing me the right way at all. I honestly thought that she would have been found by now. I just kept praying that maybe her car went off the side of a mountain, but she was okay in the car, but she just couldn't get out or get to her phone. I do not know, but there's a few things going on, and something still is not sitting right with me, guys. But this article, Mom, Friend of Missing Teen, Kiely Rodni, recalls the last conversations before she vanished. And there's new rumors now that there was illegal drugs and alcohol, and they want to, it's so much, guys. But with that, let's get into this quick update. Lindsey Rodni-Nieman got a text a Friday night from her teenage daughter Kiely saying she was planning to leave a party in about 45 minutes and would be coming straight home. That is so bizarre to me. There's so many little red flags in this that it's not even funny. I told her to be safe and that I loved her. And she said, "Okay, Mom, I love you too." Rodni-Nieman recalled in an interview with ABC News on Monday she never came home. Kiely, 16, was last seen early Saturday around 12:30 a.m. local time near the Prosser family campground in a small Northern California town of Truckee, some 20 miles north of Lake Tahoe. She was at a party with upwards of 300 people when she vanished along with her vehicle. Bizarre. A silver 2013 Honda CR-V with California license plates, according to the Placer County Sheriff's Office. Just bizarre. Just truly and honestly bizarre. All those people, and nobody knows where she was. But the fact that her friend left and got a ride home with somebody else at midnight, I just can't wrap my head around that. And then we know that her phone has been out of service since then, according to the Placer County Sheriff's Office, which is leading the ongoing investigation and search. Her cell phone went dead and became virtually untraceable shortly after. Angela Musalim, public information officer for the Placer County Sheriff's Office, told ABC News during an interview on Monday. When Rodney's mother awoke that morning to find her daughter still not home and her car missing from their driveway, panic began to set in. "I called her and sent her text too, and she didn't answer," Rodni-Nieman said. "That's when I knew something was wrong." She said she doesn't believe her daughter ran away because all her clothes and belongings are still at home, and it was already so out of character for her not to call or text back. Sami, why did you leave your friend knowing she was drunk? We're going to touch on the little paragraph that you said about how you did everything she did and she was just acting normal, and you know what? There's something just not right. Something is missing. Here we get into the part regarding her friend Sami Smith. So Rodney's friend Sami Smith said she was the last person to speak with her at the party early Saturday. She was having a fun time at a party, just being a teenager, Smith told ABC News during an interview Monday. "Everything she drank, I drank out of, and there was nothing that seemed off about her." Okay, that is a very bizarre statement as far as I'm concerned. "I never expected this to happen ever," she added. "Nobody in this town did." Another weird statement. With no trace of Rodni or her car, detectives are not ruling out a possible abduction. Musalim had said, though, "Right now, we don't have any evidence that supports an abduction." Placer County Sergeant Scott Alford told reporters during a briefing Tuesday. "We are considering everything," he said. "This is a missing persons case. This is a search and rescue effort." The Placer County Sheriff's Office has urged anyone who saw her that night to come forward. And so far, investigators have received over 200 tips, Alford said Tuesday. We are going to go over all of these interviews, guys, in the next live. Sami was out on an interview with a YouTube creator. I want to touch on the mom's interviews. I want to touch on the update the police gave us and just see where we are at. But I don't know. I mean, like I said in my last video, this friend Sami Smith, for some reason, and I told Kaz too, she just rubs me the wrong way. I don't think that, I don't know what I think. I just know that something about her I do not have a good vibe off. And that whole comment right here. She was having a fun time at a party just being a teenager, Smith told ABC News during an interview Monday. Everything she drank, I drank out of. And there was nothing that seemed off about her. Sami, where were you when your friend was drunk and you left at 12 o'clock? Where was your friend? Do you not check on her? Do you not make sure she gets home 11 miles away? Like, I don't understand how you and her separated. I don't know. I guess I had different friends growing up. Like, we would never leave each other. Ever. And you know, today's social media, there's probably so many little videos and TikToks and Snapchats and things like that that need to be found, but her car is missing also. This is Other local, state, and federal agencies, including the Truckee Police Department, the Nevada County Sheriff's Office, the California Highway Patrol, and the FBI, are assisting the Placer County Sheriff's Office in the investigation. On Tuesday, helicopters from the California Highway Patrol and the Placer County Sheriff's Office continued to conduct aerial searches for the teen and her car. We're going to look at some pictures too, because they were out on the reservoir in boats too. Authorities as well as Rodni's family are urging anyone who attended the party to cooperate with the investigation. In particular, investigators are asking for any photographs or videos from that night to help them piece together a timeline. A $50,000 reward is being offered for information that leads to Kiely's safe return. We are just begging for you to please come forward and share your story, Rodni-Nieman said. Anyone with information about Rodni or her whereabouts can call the Placer County Sheriff's Office tip line 530-581-6320 and select option 7. Callers can remain anonymous. Go check out some of the pictures of the search, and you would have thought that with the aerials, the footage, the helicopters, the dogs, the trackers, the smart FBI, and all of them, that they would have seen if her car ran off a trail, I would think. Bizarre. Strange that a girl is missing in her car. Just both missing. But this friend Sami and her comments are very strange. I wonder if Sami's mother was the one that said that Kiely was inebriated. Something is just... So here Sami says again, Rodni had enough drinks to become drunk, according to her friend and another recent graduate, Sami Smith, who added that she did not believe the teen would have driven under the circumstances. Well, her car is gone. Somebody drove the car off the campground 11 miles away from her home, so that doesn't make sense. Then Sami says, at the point when I left, I thought she was going to stay there, said Smith, who departed the campground just a few minutes before Rodni was last seen. Everybody was camping. It was late enough that she should have stayed. She's not the type to go and drunk drive or anything. So you left at midnight. She supposedly left at 12:30. You guys were hanging out the whole entire time. And at this point when you left, you didn't know if she was staying. I mean, if she texted her mom at 11:30 and said she was going home, and you left at 12, something is not adding up. Smith said she spent most of the night with Rodni. But not the important part, right? For the amount of drinks we both had together, she's not that dumb, she added. I remember we were partying together. She was having fun. She seemed really happy. She was like normal, just on an adrenaline rush, saying hi to everybody. Yeah, well, that's not safe. Sad. Missing person, 16-year-old female, Kiely Rodni. Oh, now, see, they can't even get the timeline right. Rodni-Nieman says her daughter texted her around 12:15 a.m. Saturday and said she was heading home. The family lives about 10 miles away from the campground at a lodge south of town. I thought you said she texted you at 11:30 and said she was leaving in 45 minutes and she was going straight home. Why can't we get the timeline right? Not previously met, but none who seemed suspicious, gave unwanted attention, or followed the pair around. She said she didn't notice anyone much older and that the party consisted mainly of teens, recent graduates, and some college students from the surrounding areas. And she spoke a lot about them coming from Reno. Some came from as far away as San Francisco, she said, but that was not unusual because the area is a summer vacation town. You're leaving something out, Sami. I think, in my opinion, something is not adding up with you. So they started searching Lake Prosser by boat as the land-based search party gathered on the shoreline. The search also included several aircraft, including helicopters and airplanes, flying in formation above, and all-terrain vehicles, including four-wheelers, trikes, and dirt bikes. There were search dogs present, and at least 100 members of law enforcement visible, including members of the FBI, who initially focused their attention on Campsite 4. We'll check out Campsite 4 in our next live. Crews pulled boats from the water around noon, and FBI agents were seen knocking on doors in the area. The FBI did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Let's go have a look at the last CCTV that picked her up in a store before she headed to the party, where she was never seen again. I actually think there is a press conference today at 2 p.m. Eastern. It is now 1:15 p.m. Eastern on August 10th at 2022. So this is the last picture. So it says here that investigators say they are treating this as a missing person case but aren't ruling anything out yet. Detectives have located a surveillance video from a local business in Truckee where Kiely was spotted on August 5th at 6:08 p.m. prior to going missing. She was last seen wearing a black spaghetti strapped bodysuit, green Dickies brand pants with a black grommet belt, and black Vans shoes. Alright, I will be right back with my final thoughts, but we're going to have to definitely put this into a live because there's too much on my mind. But I do want to say something, and I hope that nobody is going to take this the wrong way, but I am going to say it anyways on my final thoughts, and then we will go ahead and wrap up this video.
No information is too small. Every piece of information we're going to put together to build a puzzle, to continue to push forward, to allow the machine to turn. We're not going to back down. We're 100% committed.
We can't stress this enough. Out of the 200 to 300 juveniles and young adults who were at that party at the Prosser campground Friday evening, somebody knows something about Kiely. We're please urging and pleading with the community to please come forward. You will remain anonymous.
The 16 agencies that are currently involved say they're following more than 100 tips at the moment. They're trying to prioritize speaking with those who were with her or who spoke to her close to the time she disappeared. They're searching on foot, by air, and on the water. Rodni was reportedly last seen on Friday night at a party near the Prosser family campground. The Placer County Sheriff's Office says her phone has been out of service since Friday night, so police are not able to trace her that way.
And just a reminder, she's 16 years old with blonde hair and hazel eyes. She also has several piercings, including a nose ring. Her car, a silver 2013 Honda CR-V, is also missing. It has California license plates 8YUR127. Her mom says there is a Dreamcatcher type medallion hanging from the car's mirror and some scratches on the front end.
The Sheriff's Office has set up a tip line for anyone who may have information. You can remain anonymous. So that number, as well as the number for secret witness, they're both on your screen. The family is offering a $50,000 reward for help finding her. And again, police say they are following all tips and are really open to anything. They said today that they are not solely treating this like an abduction. So she might be okay.
And we are continuing to follow this story, obviously, for any updates. Please stay with us on air and online. Let's get
All right, so my thoughts on this, and I'll touch more on this on the live, but when I look at Kiely's picture and I see the Dickies and I see the Vans and I see the hair, not too much makeup, I honestly, something is telling me inside that maybe Kiely and Sami were more than just best friends. I know, just hear me out. They never mention a boyfriend. They don't mention any guys that she was hanging out with and nothing like that. And when we go over the interview with Sami and this other YouTuber, she slips a couple times. I see it. I find it. Something is not sitting right with me and her friend Sami. And I had said to Kaz too, long before I saw the picture of when Kiely was last seen in Truckee, I said to Kaz, I think Sami might like the girls. I did. I said it. It's not a bad thing. but I just feel like there was something more there than just best friends. But guys, drop your opinions. I want to hear from you, and we will touch on these comments in the next Kiely Rodni live. I hope today she is found, and I'm going to keep going with the fact that I pray she went off the road, her car is stuck somewhere, she's okay, and she's just waiting to be found. But guys, that is it for this video. Everyone have a great day, stay vigilant, and keep your babies safe. I am out.